So on Brett turn 2, I charge my peg knights in the rear of the demon prince to finish them off. Move my general between the two warrior units, open up charge options, and I march my BSB's unit to hopefully get a rear charge and run that warrior unit off the board. In the middle here, I went ahead and flank charged with my pegs and charged with my Knight of the Realm unit into the Marauder unit. Definitely shouldn't have done that. I forgot how deep that unit actually was, since he had to proxy wounds with dice, so not a good idea there. The only way it would have been a good idea is if I had focused my trebuchet shots on that unit, which I didn't. So here, trebuchets kill 2 more Chaos Knights. 1 trebuchet blows up. Close combat, his sorcerer does a wound on my champion, finally. And my other peg knight crushes those warhounds that charge him in the flank, which I was happy with. So questing knights finish off that demon prince finally. And over here, yeah, this combat didn't go well. So he actually had an exalted hero in that unit also. And my knights just got torn up with the great weapons and hero attacks. So on Chaos turn 3, he charged my peg knights with his Chaos Knights and ran them off the board. And he did the same thing over here on the left with his warrior unit. In the middle, did badly in combat, and eventually those peg knights broke and ran off the board on my turn also. Rolled snake eyes for my knights, but I had no one over there to take advantage of that. So this was actually during his magic phase. I didn't realize that a character, or a wizard, who was in close combat in a challenge could cast spells at anyone besides who he was in a challenge with. But we looked it up and we couldn't find anything like that. So his sorcerer in a challenge with my Grail champion casted the Purple Son of Xerxes, and this thing flew over the top of my peasants, and basically they had to take an initiative test, and if they failed, they died. So that's how many died. They failed their panic test, and then on my turn, they ran off the board. So, big expensive unit, just wasted. They failed a swift reform. They failed a charge against the Chaos Knights, so they kind of sat at the bottom of the board and had no impact on the game, which is unfortunate after all the things they've done for me in my previous games. On Brett turn 3, my BSB's unit runs down the Chaos Warriors there that killed my peg knights. In the middle, I lose my Knights of the Realm. And this is the end of the game because we just ran out of time. So we only got to 3 turns, which is unfortunate. So I want to take a look at this picture again, just to kind of analyze a few things I could have done better. So first of all, I should have marched my peasant unit straight forward to the left of that red house, and then moved my BSB unit straight forward right near the tower to support them. That would have accomplished my goal of clogging up the middle, and if they decided not to come through the middle, I could have pushed forward and helped the push on the left side. So I also mentioned that my Knights of the Realm unit at the bottom was misplaced. I should have just kept it simple, placed them right next to the Grail Knights, and prepared for a double charge into one of those Chaos blocks. With trying something fancy with my Grail Knights, they ended up getting in trouble, getting charged by that Chaos Sorcerer and just getting held up all game. So, definitely something to remember for next time. You only have so many turns, and it's better to do damage where you can. So also while my trebuchet fire was For the most part, effective. Once again, um, I didn't get the points for those Chaos Knights. So really, I should have focus fired those Chaos Blocks, um, or the Marauders, units who I knew for sure I was going to try to push on. So I wanted to show you guys this final picture because I think we've played it wrong. So if you didn't know, Grail Knights can accept and issue challenge. Every single Grail Knight. So at the game store, they told me that if a challenge is issued and no one accepts, that everyone that could accept a challenge can't fight for that round of combat. So I looked in the book and I found out that's not the case, that only one character or champion or whatever would step down from the challenge. So definitely played that part wrong. Also, I thought that combat resolution counted for challenges. I didn't think you could just run up to a unit, issue a challenge, and hold up the entire unit without there being some kind of risk. So in this case, I think my rank and my banner would have caused him to lose the challenge by 2 every time and take a break test on -2 leadership. So if someone out there could confirm that, that would be great. So anyways, it ended up being a draw by the end, in his favor by 150 points or something like that. But I really enjoyed playing against Warriors of Chaos. Really fun army concept, and I get to play the maneuver game a lot more than other armies because they have limited amounts of units, so I have ample opportunity with my speed to get into flanks and in the rear and really cause havoc. So I hope to play a full game against Chaos soon. But nevertheless, I enjoyed it.